I would say the title.
Yeah.
What is that?
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Oh, I already know what it is.
I
I already figured out what it is.
I'm making a thing. Welcome to the first episode of
Hold
my
on. Mark's making a fuck ton of noise. Now, see, that's what I don't understand.
Yes.
Asians make you take your shoes off. Fine.
Yes.
But then they make you put on the slippers that are at the door.
Because it's disgusting to have
It's
the
disgusting
bottom
to
of
put
your feet.
slippers on that other people's feet have been in. Gross.
Oh.
I don't want to do that at all.
I mean,
You're gross.
Hi. Let's restart. Yeah.
What?
No, we're not going to restart. We may or may not restart, but just say it again. This is the first episode of the show. Name unknown. Maybe Zeo fucks given, maybe not. We'll have to edit that F word out. But today's guest is someone
That you don't
who's
know.
always available. You know what I mean?
I was doing nothing.
He has nothing going on in his life that's valuable or money producing. So it's very easy to, like, I just booked you like
Yeah.
5 minutes ago. I'm like, hey, are you
Yeah, that's
in the
true.
area? You're like,
I mean, you interrupted me rewatching Silicon Valley and playing Path of Exile.
no, I love Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's good. That's where you came over from the boat, right?
Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
They
to.
shipped you there?
No, at first I swam from
You
China.
swam. Oh, you swam.
From Beijing, China,
That's far.
to the Bay Area.
And you have tiny arms, so that must have taken a
and then that's a long swim.
Yeah.
Take a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I swim from the Bay Area down here in Los Angeles.
Oh,
A
you didn't
beautiful
get
city.
you didn't get off in the Bay Area and like some Mongolian guy was like, "Hey, you come this way," and in a stupor,
No.
you were like led to a keyboard and like code.
Here's what happened. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I swim out of China to avoid my people. I'm like, there's so many Chinese people. It's getting insane. It's going to be a problem. And I'm sick of that. So I swim to San Francisco. And guess what? There are
Wow.
more Chinese people there than where I'm coming from.
It's a straight shot.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So then I just came down here. And then there's the Mexicans. So it's really a trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it's
a
really
that's a problem.
trade-off. I know.
What are the Mexicans of China for you guys?
The Mexicans of China is actually where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What is that?
I'm from a province called the Anhui province. It's kind of like, I would say it's kind of like Mississippi State. I'm trying to find an equivalent
Okay.
place. It's a river town. So there's a Mississippi River.
Yeah.
There's either one chemical plant.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this. Yeah.
So the whole city has one chemical plant. And everyone is either working for the chemical plant
Mm-hmm.
or hookers around the chemical plant. Then
Ooh.
they go to.
Chemical hookers.
I know. And then their kids will go to the chemical plant school. It's called the chemical plant school.
That's not what it's called.
It is what it's called.
Why?
It's this the old communism thing. They're supposed to arrange everything. And every year we will have fundraising
Yeah.
for kids with leukemia. It's not a joke.
Okay, which you're giving to them.
To the chemical plant school. I'm like, why? I didn't know. Just every year there's like, oh, there's a new kid. I'm like,
That's
what about the
amazing.
kid I gave money to 2 years ago? Oh, he's already dead.
Yeah.
Let's focus on this one. So that's the town that I'm from. Now, why is it the Mexico of China?
Well, you've
It's-
kind of told me already.
No, no,
It's not what you
no,
just described.
It's not just that. It's we have the biggest supply, the biggest export of our province to our whole nation is nannies and construction worker.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, very sick. Yeah.
So you were like a poor Chinese person.
We're like the Filipinos
Oof.
of China.
I
too.
get all- that's the Mexico of China.
Yeah.
Filipino.
It is.
There it is. We solved it.
It's also because we're also the Mexico of China is because we're actually very close to Shanghai, which is the America of China. Shanghai is one of the
Why?
biggest city in China. They're
Oh,
very
okay.
rich, international city.
Uh-huh.
They have exports and everything. Like back in the 30s of 20th century, they have like different embassies from like Western countries. They set their embassies in that city.
Uh-huh.
So that is the America,
I see.
and we are the Mexico. We send women and men there to be nannies and construction workers.
Nice. But you
Yeah.
escaped. You swam.
Yeah, I swam. It's England. I swam after I landed to Beijing. Yeah, I thought it's supposed to be about you.
I'm so fascinated by
Yeah.
your Chinese history, though.
Yeah, I
Have
am
you talked
not
about it on a podcast at all?
No, not really.
Okay, so how did you escape it? Like
How
really?
did I escape China?
Yeah, really.
Okay, I
Did
got
you, like-
married.
Yeah.
White guy.
Did you like through the internet kind
No,
of
no,
thing?
no, 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 no.
Oh,
It was
okay.
not like planned.
Yeah, yeah.
So there are a couple of different reasons. I met this guy when I was said it once at the Triplets podcast. Very disgusting. I met this guy in the entrepreneurship program in Silicon Valley.
See, I knew it.
I know. It's like the Silicon Valley. We're watching the show.
Yeah.
It was. Remember TechCrunch Disrupt?
Yeah.
It's gayer than that.
Okay. Yeah.
So like that's for startups that are already
Uh-huh.
established. This is a pre-incubator. So I have this idea to disrupt in the fucking hooker industry. What
Yeah.
about Uber for cucks?
Or for chemical worker
For
hookers.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Uber for everything. So there's a program in Silicon Valley funded by this guy. His name is Tim Draper. I actually like this guy.
Tim Draper?
Yeah, Republican.
Related to Don Draper?
No, very different.
Madman.
I think Tim Draper is a big fan of Donald Trump because remember Trump has a Trump University.
Of course he does.
Yes, this Tim Draper has a Draper University,
Okay.
and one of the to read like must read list contains like a book. It's called the Art of Negotiation by
Oh.
Trump. That was before Trump
It's a
ran.
famous book.
Yeah, but now I'm connecting the dot, right?
Hmm.
So this guy, his whole family, it's a venture capital family. They
Mhm.
invested like Skype, Tesla, all these
That's
companies,
yeah.
and they have this boot camp. And I was there, and I met my ex-husband there.
Why were you there?
I applied for the program in China, and I got in. I got a full scholarship
To do what?
to change the world.
Like coding?
No, it's to like kind of start a company. They're actually the other Chinese girl who went to the same boot camp with me. We're still friends. She's the founder of the biggest. It's like the Better Health of China,
Oh, wow.
and that was actually before Better Health was a thing.
Hmm.
So her company is like worth like $1 billion now.
Wow.
Is-
So, but the better health in China is just like different roots that you could chew on and like different penises that give you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
A little different.
She's a psychiatrist, so she
Oh,
started her.
that's a
company,
lot of
yeah.
different
I
penises
know.
then.
I know. There's a lot
Yeah.
of different penises.
Got
yeah.
it.
So I met my ex-husband there, and then I went back to China, continued being a journalist. Then a lot of my journalist friends started to disappear
Okay.
because of political things that I don't want to talk about on this podcast. Because I do have families in China. I do.
That's amazing. That's so weird.
Yeah. So,
Just picturing if I had that like from Connecticut.
yeah. So
There are
people-
things I can't talk about in Plainville, Connecticut.
because I have family in Plainville.
They're in
Connecticut.
danger.
They're not in danger, but you never know,
It
right?
depends on what we say here.
So at the time, I was dating my ex for about maybe a year and a half or 2 years. So it's like he doesn't speak Chinese, but I speak English. So I'm
Sort
like,
of.
yeah, let me just go there,
Mhm.
see what it's all about. Of course, that marriage collapsed miserably.
Yeah.
Because of Catholicism, and
Yeah, you guys don't like religion.
I
That was
know.
new to you.
I mean, I didn't really have a hatred towards religion until I met my ex-husband.
It's like, yeah, that'll do
The
it.
more I learn about his family, the more I'm like, these
Yeah.
fucking
They were super
Catholics need
Catholic.
to-
Super Christian Republicans?
He's fine. His family is. So he is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't jive well.
Are you religious?
No.
Have you ever been religious?
I was raised like sort of Catholic. My grandma is religious. So my dad made me go to Sunday school to appease her.
Yeah.
So I went to the like 1 hour a week thing where the nuns like try to teach the kids about the Bible and everyone's there just to fuck around.
So how young were you when you find out you were gay?
It's a perfect segue.
Under the sight of God.
Honestly, as soon as like sexuality was a thing, like as soon as that switch flips in your brain, yeah.
Okay,
So right
tell me
away I
about
knew
your
that.
first sexual encounter. Not like the first time you had sex. The first time when you were a kid.
Uh-huh.
Either the first time you watched porn, the first time you masturbated to the catalog of Sears. I want to know that, the E.T. poster, the two fingers touch each other, like that little click.
Well, it was gay. The
Tell me
first
about
thing
it.
was gay.
Summer
It wasn't
day.
really very sexual though. It was like we were like 7, but like me and the neighborhood kid, we like rubbed our dicks together for a second. That was it.
I like how you describe it like you had breakfast together.
It was basically that. But like,
So, okay, tell me. I want to know from the beginning, okay? You're just like, hey, man, let's just rub dicks together.
truly,
like,
I don't know how it started. I was too young to like have a full memory of that. We were just in the basement of my house, probably playing video games, and then we were just like, let's
one
rub our
thing
dicks
led to
together.
the other.
Yeah, as one does.
I don't know. One thing led to another.
Had a few drinks.
And then you just rub your dick together.
Yeah, a couple ecto coolers.
Did you think about it afterwards? You're like,
yes, all the time. That's how I knew.
You're just reminiscent on the moment when your dick touched.
As soon as I could start jerking it, that was
Is that kid who you rubbed
I
dick
thought
with?
about-
Is
yeah.
he gay now?
No.
So
Not
you,
that I know
So you
of.
molested him.
I think it was pretty consensual at the time.
I don't know, man. Did you bring it up on his wedding? It's
I
like the
haven't seen
first
him.
time I got really close.
I honestly haven't seen him since I was maybe 10 years old. Like, I don't know.
Do you want to look him up like now?
I think I have. He's like married with kids, lives in Connecticut. Oh. I know, darn, one that got away.
Yeah, right. So did you know that what it means when you were thinking about the dick touching moment and jerking
No,
it?
I don't know if I conceptualized it well at first, at least. Yeah, probably not.
No.
I knew. Well,
Do you
I
feel
think
disgusted by yourself?
Yeah. For many
Okay,
years.
so but did you feel disgusted purely for the sexual drive or for the fact that it was with a dude?
Disgusted. What do you mean? Sorry.
Okay, I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I masturbate, I will feel very dirty, not because I'm straight, but just because of the action of itself. I find
like
it
the
very
shame of it?
disgusting. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
supposed to be deemed as disgusting.
Yeah, there was tons of shame. Yeah.
But is your shame stemming from just being sexual or stemming from like you were gay?
Homophobia.
Homophobia.
Yeah, full on homophobia. Yeah. That's what I was like raised around.
Interesting. Do you
yeah.
know what cured my homophobia?
Can't be anything Chinese, so no, I'm not sure.
Freddie Mercury.
Fair.
I'm serious.
Fair.
It's a terrible example, but that is what happened.
No, it's probably.
I bought a CD,
Mhm.
Queen's Greatest Hits 2, when I was 13.
Nice.
Okay, in China, a lot of Western music are like forbidden, so they're never like properly imported.
Got it.
So you have to. This is a long story.
It's like 30 years later, you get the new.
Not
album.
really. What happened is America back in the days when they have CDs, they would destroy the CDs that's not sold out after a period of time. Capitalism, am I right? And sell those garbage as plastic garbage to third world countries like China and India. And some people find out when they destroy the CDs, it's only chipped on the side.
Yeah.
So out of 13 songs, you can still listen to like maybe 9 to 10 of them. And then there's some very cultured fellas who actually know, oh my God, this is a Guns N' Roses CD. This is a Nirvana one.
That's crazy.
Those are the first group of smugglers. They're very cultured. So they will go there. They will buy it in bulk. So the villagers who process those plastic, they're just like, oh, this is plastic. And they buy them and they sell it to people like me.
For like twice as much, yeah.
More than 10 times, blah, 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 blah. But government will have like raids. So you have to go to the dark valley.
Jesus.
You find a guy.
Wait, the Dark Valley?
I know. It's like buying weed. So the guy will lead you to like a back of a fucking nail salon or clothing shop and pull out like a
There's a
little.
lot of nail salons there.
I
probably,
know, with or without happy endings. So why the person's giving happy endings on the front?
You guys are like all nail salons.
I know. We love nails, right? We pull out like the box under the bed or something, or under some clothes,
Yeah.
and then you just like it's yours. And there's no catalog. I picked that CD up because the cover is cool.
Yeah.
A lot of bands I've listened to is the cover. I know nothing about it.
That's interesting.
So I listened to it. I didn't know the frontman was dead a long time ago.
Or anything, yeah.
And I was this is a very, very great voice. I like this band.
Queen's great.
And
yeah.
when I got my first computer, of course I started to look it up.
Yeah.
I found out he's gay.
Yeah.
And he died from AIDS. The worst part.
Yeah, he did.
It's
yeah.
like, out of all the gays you can pick,
Yeah.
And then
80s.
to be honest, I was pretty disgusted when I first found out about it. You gotta understand, homophobia was very trendy back in the days.
Yeah, was that like your first? Well,
So there's no other, like when everybody's telling you the same thing.
yeah,
and
that's how I was raised, so I understand.
yeah. So
I was raised in China.
I know, right? That's why you
Go
always like my dog.
Yes, I'm drawn to them.
I know. There's a hunger for their flesh when you.
Yours is past expiration though. I thought you were raising them to be farm animals.
Very disgusting. I can't wait to put it down. Yeah. So
sad.
where was I? Oh yeah, and I was quite conflicted. I was like, how can I like someone who's so disgusting? But then I'm like, yeah, I think he's great. So I don't think I have a problem with gays anymore.
The power of music.
That's exactly what happened. After that, I was just like, I think gays are great.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it.
Even then, you broke free.
Yeah, he wanted to break free.
And then you swam to San Francisco.
Yeah, and I swam to San Francisco.
And now you're talking to me.
Yeah, let's talk about you more. I want to know more about you.
All right, fine.
First of all, this is a chapstick. I promise I will give you.
Thank you so much.
I went to France.
Oh, it's French chapstick?
Oh yeah, it's not that expensive, but like it's more expensive here.
Oh, I'll definitely.
It's a pretty good brand.
Keep it in my pocket at all times.
It's the first time I'm not met you. You're like not first time, second time.
You clocked me using chapstick repeatedly.
Yeah.
God. There's my chapstick.
Is that for like easier insertion of penis?
No, I don't like. There has to be other chapstick addicts out there. Like I just started using it one winter, probably as a teenager, and once you use it all the time, you kind of have to keep using it all the time. Right. Or like if I wanted to kick the habit, go cold turkey on chapstick, my lips would be so fucking gnarly for a while, I bet.
Right.
So I just keep it.
Nothing's worse than like a chappy lip on a very nice penis, right?
Yeah, let's see where you're going.
So when's the first time? How old were you when you first sucked dick?
32, 33.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You fought that urge for
I hated
20 something years.
Yeah.
How did you feel after the first?
Well, it was pretty good. He's a hot black dude.
You're into hot black dudes, huh?
Yeah, of course.
You're into black guys.
Who isn't?
Who isn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
You are. Mark's not listening.
My boyfriend's Jewish. We'll talk after this.
Yeah. He was a go-go dancer at the Abbey. So typical. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened? How long is the dick?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good size.
Yeah.
Probably 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a big ally of your community.
You seem like it. You really. After that Queen story, I could tell.
No, one of my best friends is gay in China, and
that must be rough.
I know. We went to the same high school.
Well, is it rough, or is there like a gay community there?
There is a community there, but it's not like they don't like gays, but not like Russians or the Middle East, people from the Middle East. They don't. They're just like whatever.
Polacks don't either.
They're more like than go to hell. I'm not saying that's good. That's a good attitude, but it's more like.
Yeah, that's a start, though. It could go from there.
Yeah,
you get better from there.
I know, but like nobody's gonna burn your house down or have a killing spree because you're gay. That never happened in China.
No,
never. But you will
that's
lose
surprising.
career opportunities.
Fair. That's what it always comes down to China. It's business stuff.
Yeah, you'll make less money.
Yeah.
So I have a friend who came out of the closet to me.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the same high school and then we went to the same college.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's my sophomore year. He came out of the closet to me. And after that, I live off campus and I have better internet. At the time, our campus is terrible. Like the speed is awful. Mm-hmm. So you always come to my apartment with like a USB drive to download like bootlegged queer ass folk.
Was this like the styrofoam making college next to the chemical plant school?
Oh, no. At that time, I already got out of my town. This is the college that's like, it's kind of like Alaska. It's close to Russia. It's very cold. It used to be a colony of Russia. It was covered in ice for like 8 months of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds prestigious.
Yeah, it's very prestigious. It's a lot of local gangs and
cool.
Yeah, you go to a bus and people don't shower. It's fucking gnarly. Sick. It's like the Vikings, but the bad kind.
Man, it sounds like you really like it over there.
I fucking hate it. Yeah. I wish everyone from that town dies. Anyways,
they probably will.
Anyways, I download a lot of queer as folk.
Oh yeah, sure. I never watched that.
You never watched it?
Queer as Folk? No.
Yeah, a lot of dick sucking.
I did a lot of catching up when I came out. I watched Queer Eye for the straight guy. Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I love that show.
Oh,
it's
you
so
do?
Uplifting.
But you're not like
Oh, it made me cry sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you're not very fabulous, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. No. It's like years. I've actually been talking to some people about this recently, where it's like years and years of like programming of acting like a straight guy is like just so ingrained in me now.
Do you just copy Rob where you act like a straight guy?
What do you mean?
Like, do you just like look at what he does and say, oh, that's what a street guy?
Oh,
okay,
God.
Rob is our
Rob
mutual
Puglisi.
contact, and is you grew up with this.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah.
No, I try to do the opposite of everything Rob Puglisi does.
Really?
As best I can.
So you love women. So you
I
love
do.
women.
I'm not gay.
Good. Yeah,
I'm pansexual.
Yeah. So you never fuck women, but you do fuck women.
Yeah.
Because you're pansexual.
Pansexual, yeah.
So you're bisexual.
Yeah, it's the same thing, I guess.
I only use binary terms.
Okay.
So you're not pansexual.
Sure.
That word does not exist in my my
that's fine.
dictionary. So you're bisexual.
I guess so.
What do you think of this?
But I have sex with trans people.
Biphobia. Ugh, don't talk about that. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I always wanna. The goal of this podcast is to do anal probing with my words.
Okay. Okay, begin.
Yeah. So, what do you think of this biphobia thing?
Biphobia? Oh,
within the LGBTQ community,
I've heard of
without outside of it.
I've heard of that, but I'm also never hanging out in that. I hang out with like all straight people.
So you're not like marching.
No.
In Pride.
No, people have given me shit about that actually.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, how come you never go to Pride? You never celebrate your sexuality. I'm like, I don't know. For me, it has nothing to do with not having Pride.
Right.
It has everything to do with I don't want to drive to West Hollywood and stand in the sun.
I know.
So yeah, I would like more gay friends. I think. I just don't have any really.
No, but this whole biphobia thing.
Yeah, so I'm not like I'm not exposed to it. Really,
you're not exposed to it.
Yeah.
Have you heard about it?
I will say though, a lot of gay guys love guys like me because I have like straight dude energy.
Ah.
Yeah, but it does drive. Like my ex-boyfriend wasn't a fan of the fact that I was bisexual. Probably a little.
Really?
Bit.
Because a lot of people say like pick a lane.
Yeah. I had a girlfriend too, who was the other way. She was like, "But what if you decide you want to date men and you leave me?" I'm like,
"But you can just date other women too, right?"
Yeah,
that's the argument.
What's the difference? Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of hard to date someone who also sucks dicks.
Why?
I don't know. It's an innate feeling. I don't think it's rational.
Because you're just worried that he might do it better than you.
He might do it better than me in some sucking dicks. I don't think I'm very proud of my dick sucking technique, nor do I see it as a contest. But I don't know.
Well, because he definitely does do it better than you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why? Because you know. Oh. But I don't think I will lick better pussy than whatever. I've never licked one. Although
You're not into girls at all?
No. But I tell you this. When I watch porn and if there's a scene with two girls making out,
yeah,
I'm not disgusted, but I'm also not aroused. It's very neutral to me. But I know some straight guys, when they see like gay guys fuck, they're like, turn it off.
Yeah.
But I don't have that.
It's different.
I'm just like, oh, it's kind of like a normal, Martin Scorsese scene.
Yeah. You could the most staunchly straight dude will love watching lesbians go at it. It's
why is that?
I don't know.
I watch a lot of gay porn too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Just dudes fucking?
No. Not like right now, but when I was a teenager.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, some women are into that. Some aren't.
No, I'm not into it.
Okay, go on.
because a lot of porn website was banned in China, but they didn't ban the gay ones.
Not the gay ones. So you're just like, fuck it. A hole's a hole.
Not only me, a bunch of girls in my class. I would take it to the class to them.
Well, that probably is.
There's one called gayparadise.com. I don't know if it still exists.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Gay Paradise. See, so that probably conditioned you to love Queen and then move on from there.
No, I loved Queen before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm off my timeline here.
Yeah, and then also I'm kind of like a, what do you call it? Yui? Is that in English? Some girls like to read fan fiction of two guys fucking, right?
Yeah,
I was in that community. Yaoi. I'm kind of in that community. Not deep, but deep enough.
It gets crazy though.
It gets really crazy. So
they draw.
Okay, should we explain what it is?
Yeah. It's just like a subculture in Japan of girls that draw really nice like hentai-ish
Yeah.
imagery of dudes making out and cuddling. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but the drawing is just one medium. They're also like novels. That's the one that I like. Manga, like radio shows, all kinds.
I'm sure
My favorite are like novels. They're usually based on existing characters. Like let's say Harry Potter.
Yep.
And Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert. There are a lot of those.
What?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, John Oliver has a joke that someone sent him a fan fiction.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then he was the butler. He's always the butler when they're making out. And when I was a soccer fan, there are a lot of those between like two hot soccer players because they do have the nice body.
Yeah.
Manga for sure. I still read those.
That's amazing. You have some here?
No, my phone.
Yeah. Oh, on your phone.
And then they're always like 300,000 words.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm in that community.
I never understood that like erotic fiction thing.
It's like it's kind of like our version of when straight guys watch two girls make out.
Yeah.
We like to read a novel and fantasize about two hot guys make out.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
That's my analysis.
I get it, yeah.
I have no idea what's the... You should read some of those.
I'm
really
ordering
good.
some now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's really good. So you never have, like sexual thoughts about Rapaglisi?
Fuck no.
No?
No.
Why not?
He's like my brother. Do you think about fucking your brother?
But family strokes is all over the internet. It's all about fucking your stepbrother.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
no.
No?
He's
Never?
gross to me.
Never? What's his first reaction when you...
He literally one of his first questions was that.
What? Oh,
Because
God! This guy's so full of himself.
All he thinks of is himself. So he was the first person I came out to besides like my
should we describe this person to people who don't know who he is?
Robert
Briefly?
Lacey. You should have him on the podcast at some point. In my words,
yeah.
He's a stand-up comic from Connecticut, like me. He's. You do it. I don't want to. What do you got? He's a great dude. He's so good in the community.
Okay, Rob Puglisi is a local stand-up comedian in Los Angeles. He's been doing stand-up for 10 years. Very funny guy, very, very funny. Dark sense of humor. Guy 6'2", fucks a lot of women, okay, and hates women. He has a fuck-hate relationship with women, which I will discuss with him later when he's on the podcast. And he always looks sad. He always looks like he want to kill himself. And like just being around him just make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
But you guys grew up together. Yes. You guys grew up together. And then he's very aware of the fact that he's 6'2" and some women are attracted to him. So, Yeah. So the first thing as your best friend, he said is,
oh, yeah.
Sex with us over me.
We actually went to, I think, Big Bear or something like that for his birthday once. When I came out,
he celebrates his birthday.
He does. He's such a loser. He made me go to the beach this year.
Who's the gay now?
Yeah,
right?
him.
Yeah.
Made me and some friends go to the beach.
Jesus Christ! Did you like set a firework together and like make a wish?
And we took a photo.
Oh
we took
my
a group
God,
photo.
It's disgusting.
I know. I hate him.
Yeah.
So he dragged me to Big Bear. He had no friends, so it was just me and him and his dog. And we drove up there.
Oh, what a romantic.
I know. And then on the drive back, I was like, all right, I'm going to come out to him. So as we're driving back, I have him hostage in the car.
And you put on his pants and start to suck his dick? No?
No.
Okay.
I came out to him, and his first reaction was, "You're fucking with me," because we part of the conditioning I had of not coming out for so long.
Yeah.
Was not only was it parental or kind of the vibe of that town, but also all your friends would just call each other fags and stuff like that. It was just what you did.
But you're a real one.
Yeah. And we would just call each other gay all the time.
Right.
Which wasn't not a good thing. I'll admit that now.
It's funny. It's a funny word.
But we did it all the time, and much to my detriment. But when I told him that, he thought I was messing with him, and I had to several times.
You have to reiterate.
I had to convince him that I was.
Wow. And then he said,
and then he
was
like,
me?
And then he got silent for a second. I was really processing it. And yeah, I think literally one of the first things he says is like, "Wait, so are you attracted to me?"
Jesus Christ.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I understand from an outsider's perspective. I will ask that question because you guys are best friends. But for
like
hear
have you been
from
in
his
love with
mouth,
me for 20 years?
it was so fucking so Rob.
I'm like, no, you idiots.
Yeah. How is that possible? You're not attracted to me.
Yeah,
Everyone is
literally.
attracted to me.
Yeah,
You're attracted
that.
to male. I'm a male. Therefore, you had like there's no other option.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So that went on for a while.
So was he insulted when you told him like no?
No, not insulted. He didn't believe me at first.
Jeez.
He's an idiot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's,
But look at him. If let's stop talking about Rob.
I know, but it's but the thing is, I knew you because of him.
Yeah.
So in my head, you sucked his dick like many times.
Does it make any sense that I'm his best friend after you know him for so long?
I don't really know him. I know of him for a while.
Fair.
But I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a taker. So you're a giver.
Yes.
You're a giver.
He's absolutely
He just
a taker.
takes.
Yes.
Like attention, help, and then he offers nothing back.
Pretty much, yeah.
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 But then you have this giving and you have this nursing energy, believe it or not.
Yeah. Damn it.
I should write a fan fiction.
Some Yaori of me and Rob.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then
Here it comes.
And then Pat will be the butler.
Pat, the other guy in our sketch
the
group.
redhead butler. By the way, you have the worst name for your sketch show.
Red Rob Roy Show.
It's impossible to pronounce.
For you, definitely.
I know.
That's a lot of R's.
I know. It is.
Must be trouble.
There's a Ai Yoshihara, lovely Japanese comedian.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Her English is she has an accent.
Yeah.
And then she was bringing Rob up. She was like, okay, so this comedian, he has an Amazon Prime show called Red Rob.
She could not say it at all.
It's like she's choked or something. And then she just gave up.
Yeah, we're not going to do well in the Asian markets.
No. I thought you did that show specifically for the Asian markets.
We were thinking of going that way.
How many Asians are there in your hometown?
My hometown?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know more about you. Like,
maybe
what is
zero? I have no idea.
What was it
now.
like growing up there? What was it? What was the little boy of you, except for the dick sucking part? Like, what is it like to be you?
It depends what age. I guess we're talking about. Like up until I was 14, I'm still this way, but I was very nerdy and just like hid in my basement and played Nintendo and Sega and hid from the world. And then I discovered drugs.
Who helped you discover drugs?
Well, I moved to another town when my parents got divorced, and I would walk to school. It was a very small school. And I would walk through the woods. There was this trail from all the kids that lived in the neighborhood right behind it. You would walk through the woods to school. And there was like a few little group of kids that would smoke cigarettes. Mm-hmm. And I would walk by them and I'd be like, oh, those are the cool kids. And then at one point I'm like, I'll smoke a cigarette. And I smoked cigarettes with them. And then one time they're like, hey, you want to smoke a joint? And I was like, yeah, totally.
So it is the gateway drug.
Totally, yeah.
It all starts with a joint.
Well,
mostly.
Not for everybody, but yeah. For me it was.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now one thing led to another.
Yeah. To like, you want me to talk about my drug history?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
You're a disgusting drug addict. We have to talk about it.
Yeah, many years. I smoked weed for a while, then I started drinking and partying and blah, blah, blah. And then it was just like, I won't get too depressing about it, but it was like, pure escapism and like fitting in. I was always the guy that was like, I'll do that drug to be cool. So I would just.
Is it peer pressure?
On myself.
Right. Nobody's like, we don't give a fuck if you do drugs. You're lame no matter what.
I'll fucking snort that. Let's go. I'm cool, guys, right? I'm cool.
Oh my God.
So that's how it started. And then like Oxycontin got big.
Right.
And I was like right there, the perfect time for that to happen.
Can you tell me the history of Oxycontin? I literally just know what the word meant a few months ago. Yeah. Because Willie Simon mentioned it in his like stand up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is that? I have to pull out my.
Really, you didn't know what it was?
This is how square I am.
Wow.
I thought it was like for your cold or something, like Advil.
No. Nope.
For runny nose.
I mean, it will definitely make you feel better.
Yeah.
No, OxyContin is just like a really strong painkiller, opiate. I mean, it's like
Norco.
It's like gateway heroin.
How strong are we talking about?
Very.
From ibuprofen to heroin. Like is
like,
heroin is like 10? Is OxyContin like an 8?
8 or 9. Yeah.
Okay, but why is that so accessible?
Good question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lawsuits and documentaries about it.
Biden's America, am I right?
Way before Biden, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was like Bush era, I think, or Clinton. Purdue created the drug, and then they pushed it on every doctor in the country to sell it or to prescribe it
as a remedy for what?
Any pain ever.
Just painkiller.
Yeah.
Right. Like for surgery, like after like a surgery.
Injuries.
Right.
Fibromyalgia, which is what became a big one.
What is that?
It's for a lot of people in the time, it was a made up thing.
Yeah.
To get painkillers. It is a real thing. It's like your nerve endings are all messed up and you just feel pain all the time. Like your brain is just, something's wrong.
Okay.
And it's very hard to diagnose properly because
right.
it's just based on the person telling you they're in pain and there's no physical signs. So it was really easy to con doctors back then.
So it's kind of like believing in God.
Kind of. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I'm in pain. And I'm like, fine, here. Yeah, that's really what it was. I had a friend who did that, and we did a lot of drugs because of it.
So Purdue had this drug, and then they push it to every single doctor.
Yeah, to prescribe.
And people started to get hooked.
It's like a kickback thing. Doctors prescribe that drug. They fucking get money from it, too.
When did they find out it became a problem?
I mean, I don't think the lawsuit stuff... See, I'm not like a perfect historian on this. Maybe 10 years ago was like when all the like big lawsuits about it happened and like trying to force Purdue to admit that they were pushing an addictive thing. Because they pushed this drug and they told doctors it's not addictive. Mm-hmm. They just straight up lied.
Right.
And it was very, very addictive.
So what are the symptoms when you got on OxyContin?
What are the symptoms? Oh, I never got it prescribed. I just bought it from people's moms.
Right. The housewife who had a wine 10 a.m. in the morning.
Pretty much, but it was pills instead.
Because their husbands bang some Walmart hooker.
Yeah, I had two girls I know. Their moms were prescribed pills, OxyContins and others, and I would go to their houses and buy pills from their mom.
That actually gave me a very good idea about what the town is like.
Yeah.
Is the people are raised by moms who have OxyContin in their little pantry.
It's weird because it's that, and then it's also like kind of well-off white people that like work in insurance.
Yeah.
And then there's like bikers, like Harley Davidson kind of bikers. It's a weird mix.
It's like Sons of Anarchy, but also like American Beauty.
Yeah.
Like that kind of vibe.
Yeah. It's like
white.
It's middle class, maybe a little under. It depends who you ask.
Okay, so you got addicted with Oxy.
Yeah.
How did they fuck you up?
Addicted? Like how did it ruin my life?
Yes.
I
want to know every detail.
Yeah, that's a good question. It got to a point where I was doing it all the time, every day. I dropped... Well, I went to college first at Central Connecticut State University.
Sounds like a shitty university, am I right?
I went there for music. Mm-hmm. I played drums. It was like the only thing when I got out of high school that I could get into school for, because I didn't do well in school because I was high all the time.
Yeah.
And I had no ambition.
So you're a drummer.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right?
Yeah. I was like, I'll go to school for music and become a rock star.
I know,
This'll pan out.
Yeah.
I went there and then I met a new weed dealer, I should say. And I thought, well, I need a new place to live and he needs a roommate. I should live with my drug dealer.
Oh my God.
This is a genius plan.
What a great idea.
Yeah. So I moved in with him and then we both sold weed to pretty much the entire college and like my hometown.
So, okay, your drug dealer, is he always wearing a bathrobe? That is my stereotype.
Oh my God, I think he was quite often.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do weed dealers always wear a bathrobe?
I feel like he was quite often.
Why?
Oh man, he sucked. Oh, he was the worst person.
What do you mean?
He was just such a douchebag. He was just mean all the time. And
Give
just
me an example.
You talk about Rob being full of himself. This guy thought he was Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
And he was a piano player. And he would play piano like
Oh my god.
Like really into it.
Like Ross Handelman from Silicon Valley.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. Just such a douchebag. Yeah, he sucked. Where was I going with that?
You were living with him. You were
Yeah.
living with this weed dealer, and you were selling weed too.
Yeah, we were selling a lot of weed. And that was like sort of financing my drug habits, my other drugs. But I stopped going to school entirely.
Yeah.
I was too busy selling weed and doing drugs. So
Are you rolling in it?
No, I was spending all my money on smoking weed and
but
buying
if you
drugs.
save those money and invest in this SP500 index fund, would you have already a sizable IRA at this point?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm just trying to
I don't know.
throw my Asianness into the mix.
I have no idea. Do
you know how much money did you make?
No.
Let me get into the little economy of
So basically,
selling weed.
we would get 2 pounds of weed a week.
Yeah, how much?
For I think it was $2,000.
Yeah.
And I sold an eighth for 40. I think.
What's your margin? So out of a week, you put in $2,000. How much will you come out like
Well,
after?
we would split that.
Okay, so $1,000 each.
Mm-hmm.
So how much money are you gonna turn this $1,000 into?
I don't know because it literally just immediately got spent on other
God,
drugs.
you guys are terrible.
Yeah, there was no financing at all.
There was spreadsheet.
No, God, no.
Dude, if I'm selling weed,
No.
I'm gonna have a whole Notion project.
No. We
built.
would just count it out on the table right before the dealer came and then gave him the money. And then
That's why you're not a kingpin.
no, not at
Yeah.
all. No, I thought I was. I thought it was really cool and invincible.
Yeah.
So like we were just letting anybody come in the apartment and buy drugs at one point, and it was like it was.
Have you been robbed before?
Yeah, I got robbed.
Like, of course.
Yeah. I thought it would never happen. I lived in a shitty part of town, and like.
And then you let anyone in.
And this another guy that lived in the building who also sold weed. He came running into one of our parties once with a bunch of knife wounds. And he was like, a bunch of dudes just tried to rob me, and I fought them off. They had a knife. And we were like,
why are you in our apartment?
and we were just like, that's cool. And then like 2 days later,
you running around with knife wounds?
No, it was like 3 a.m. It was me and my buddy who was on mushrooms. I wasn't. I think I was just smoking. And my roommate, the shitty drug dealer roommate, was in his room with his girlfriend. And knock on the door, and I open it like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just this, I'm going to say black dude.
African-American fella.
It was a black dude.
Yeah.
Standing there.
Taking the money back to their community.
And yeah.
For what you robbed them.
That's definitely what they did.
Hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. I opened the door a little bit, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he goes, heard y'all sell weed.
Do it again. Do the accent.
Yeah, I heard y'all sell weed.
That was terrible.
Yeah. So, and like immediately, thankfully, like alarm bells woke up and I was like, no, we don't. And I like go to shut the door, and he kicks it back open, and then bursting out of the stairwell are like 6 other guys with paintball masks on, and they just beat the living shit out of me and my friend. And just robbed us blind. They just took everything. My roommate came running out naked with a box of all of our weed and gave it to him. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it sounds like empowering Wakanda story to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm like cheering for the
they took the
black
power
guys.
back.
I know. Just keeping their community. I kind of want to check your racism for a second.
Okay.
When you said the alarm went off, is it because you realize he's black?
Well, it was...
Or just the way he carried himself?
Here's the thing.
Be honest.
Here's the thing.
'Cause I don't have black
Where
friends.
I was.
Yeah.
Where I was living, there were gangs, and there were black people in gangs.
Yeah.
And I didn't know... Yeah, so yeah, I guess it was. But it was like... It wasn't racism. It was more like pragmatism.
Yeah, I'm trying to blame the victim here. No, you were robbed.
No.
Were you privileged?
I was, in the sense that I just didn't even think about it and opened the fucking door like an idiot.
Yeah, but they robbed a weed dealer.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to talk about the morality here.
Yeah,
you guys are ruining the community too, you know?
Fair, yeah. I mean, we weren't selling to them.
Yeah.
We were selling to other white kids in the college.
And the fact that he beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
did you learn the lesson after that? Or you
No.
keep selling weed?
I did.
Did you put a fucking security camera on at least?
I moved out of there immediately.
Okay.
I moved in with my dad, dropped out of school fully. And
What's
I
your
sold
dad like?
I'll get into that. I sold weed out of the trunk of my car instead, and I got a job as a pizza delivery driver. I was maybe 21.
Right.
And so I'm hooked on OxyContin and other pills. I'm selling weed and delivering pizzas, and I had no future. That was it. There was.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, a little brother. Yeah.
You know, I think you barely talk about your little brothers sometimes. You have your niece's photo.
Yeah.
On your phone, which is kind of creepy.
Why?
I thought you were a pedophile or something. This child who's not real. It is related to you. But
it's my cute, adorable niece, my goddaughter.
Yeah.
I love her.
But on your as a screensaver though.
I'm a gay uncle. I'm allowed to do this.
That is true. If it's a little boy,
adorable.
I will be more worried.
No, she's very adorable.
So your life is at the age of 21 has no
gone,
prospect.
Just dead. Yeah, there's nothing.
Are you a disappointment of your family?
You'd think I was, but they don't know. They don't care what's going on.
They don't care?
Not really.
What do you mean? Well, what kind of parents? Like, what do they do?
My dad is a former, only because he's old now is he former, but he's a former Hell's Angel. And my mom is like an aerobics instructor.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
Yeah. So they didn't I was the first person, because I went back to college after I got clean for like 2 weeks.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I went to Chicago and went back to school. I was the first person to graduate from college in my family.
Okay. So you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, once I had a brief moment of,
Did you ever
clarity.
talk about?
No, yeah, I went to them. I went to them about my problem because I got really bad, and I was like, I'm just miserable over here. And they got me in like an outpatient rehab for like 6 weeks.
Right.
And I didn't use drugs for that 6 weeks, and they gave me a little certificate that said you completed the course, and I was like, great, I'm cured. And obviously it's the town that's the problem.
Right. If I change environment, I
move
move to
here.
South Chicago. Yeah.
Yes.
The south part of Chicago.
So I moved to Chicago
Yeah.
and went to school there.
And you look around. Wow, there's still a lot of black people around here.
There were.
I wonder if
there was
they're
also plenty of pills to be bought.
I know.
Yeah.
It's deja vu, am I right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, there you are. Yeah, I met a pill dealer out there, and the ride continued.
Damn.
Yeah. But I managed to graduate.
When did you start balding?
Start balding?
Yeah.
It's not correlated to the drug use.
I know. It just bothers me sometimes. I want to ask.
It bothers you.
Yeah.
Probably like 30 it got started to get noticeable.
Right. But when did you? Okay, I want to know the whole journey. Right. When did you first find out about it? When did you it's kind of like when you find out you have cancer.
Yeah.
You're angry. What is the 4 stages of grief, right?
Yeah.
Then you're
denial.
negotiating.
I went straight into denial.
And then you accept it eventually.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want you to walk me through the process of you balding.
Yeah. So I noticed a little bald spot growing.
Yeah.
And what I did was I put tons of gel in my hair and combed it all straight back.
Yes.
Like full slick back
mode. Oh, God.
To cover it.
The Mediterranean area.
Yeah. And I was obsessed with covering it for a while.
Right.
Where I would I used so much fucking hair gel so it would never move.
It was a caked.
Yeah.
Caked
it was just
on.
so bad.
Crusty.
And I would just always check it. I'd always be doing like this to see if it was still covering my fucking bald spot. And that went on for a while.
Right.
And then it got bigger and bigger. And I just finally
Does it mean you have a large penis?
Yeah.
Because of your testosterone buildup?
Sure.
Okay. Or do you have more oil? I've heard there's different reasons.
Well, it's pretty big.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, black guys. Am I right?
Bottom half. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, testosterone, I guess. Also, it's genetics. Like every man in my family is bald.
All right.
And they all died from heart
Sorry I
attacks.
interrupted. So you started to touch this missing spot, hoping it will stop, but it never stopped.
I tried. I tried random shampoos.
What is it? Metastasis? Like the cancer cells spread out?
Metastasize, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used random shampoos that would supposedly stop it, and nothing worked. It just kept falling out.
Have you tried Chinese medicine? Which does not work.
I did not turn to Chinese medicine, believe it or not. I probably should have. No, yeah, and eventually I was just I can't keep doing this. It's driving me crazy. And I just shaved my head. And it was it's so stupid, but it was like such a freeing moment for me.
Oh, really?
It was like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. The first time I met you, I thought you were a skinhead.
Sure.
You give out that energy.
Do I really? No, I don't.
You're like their gay advisor.
I'm
like
a gay skinhead.
Like you won't beat up people directly, but you're like, that one. And then they show up.
I would love that power.
And they beat the shit up whatever you're
cool.
pointing. Some minority.
Man, I wish I was cool like that.
Yeah. You're like a tattletale. Like a tattletale gay skinhead.
Perfect,
like,
yeah.
That one.
You'd be the first on the list.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, I shaved my head and it was great.
It should be after blacks and Mexicans.
Well, like we've discussed, I kind of have a thing for
beating
one
up
of
Asian
those.
women. Have you ever want to beat up any minorities?
Honestly, no. I'm like the most.
Right.
I'm
not because of their race, because of their character, and they happen to be blah blah blah.
No, I mean I'm plenty racist, but I don't have any violence in me at all. I'm like a huge pussy.
Right.
Yeah, I've never fought in my life.
Right.
Only been beat up.
Okay, talk about the. I know you got beat up when you got robbed by the gang.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a worst beat up you ever endured in your life?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they don't fuck around.
Well, really, I was beat up then, and like a couple times as a little kid. With, like,
were you bullied?
Yeah, I was very bullied.
Why would you bullied? Well, why would you be bullied? They didn't know you were gay.
I think they did deep down inside.
They call you a fag.
Instinctually, they do.
But you're not like, you know.
I don't know. I was a very like weird and awkward kid, nerdy and not strong and gay. And,
it's so interesting. The reason why like American kids bully other kids, it's like so different from where I'm from.
Really? Why?
Like where I'm from, bully exists. Usually it's the ugliest kid.
The ugliest kid? I hope I wasn't the ugliest kid.
We don't have the concept of lame. Like we worship people with good grades. So if you're a nerd and your teacher's pet,
that's
like
great.
everybody fucking worship you.
That's so weird. Yeah,
I know.
Definitely.
If you're good at sports, people are like, eh.
Yeah,
But it's fine. You're not gonna get bullied. If you're good looking, nobody's gonna bully your ass. But usually it's the prettiest girl and the ugliest girl get bullied. And guys, it's the same. Yeah.
Damn.
Or maybe I'm just not from like I went to some pretty good schools.
No, I think that makes sense because like it's what your culture like lifted up. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like Americans just have different like a variety of reasons to beat people up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we make them up every day.
I was like, he's lame. I'm like, that's such a vague thing to say.
I know. Yeah.
Like, is he ugly? Like, what does he not shower? Like, what do you mean by he's lame?
Yeah, I was just picked on. I don't know. I was probably an easy target because I didn't fight back.
Like
that's always a good.
You're not like the biggest guy I've met, but you're not like tiny.
Yeah. I don't know. Wish I knew.
Have you ever looked up those people who bullied you? I wish they have a terrible life.
I'm sure they do all have terrible lives.
Yeah.
They're from my town.
Yeah.
And they were all idiots.
I remember my.
I'm sure I'm doing better than all of them.
God. Mark, my boyfriend, he was not bullied. He said this guy was mean to him. I'm like, let's look him up, and we just cyber stalk this guy.
Yeah.
And then we find out where he works. And I went to Glassdoor to like come up with his salary. But look, you make so much money than him.
That's funny.
And then he's very happy about it.
I can't even think. There's like one kid's name that's coming to my mind. Trevor, but I don't remember his last name at all.
Some white on white crime.
Yeah. Do you have that where like I don't have a great memory of my childhood?
I have very vivid memory.
Do you?
Yeah,
Mine's
I was molested
mess.
a few times.
Oh, okay. That'll do it.
No, and then no. And he left.
That'll stick to your guts.
No. And he left 0 mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you remembered it vividly.
Yeah. It's not like I guess I was molested, but not like. But it's like very borderline molested.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one time. There's a PE teacher in front of all the whole class. I was 2nd grade,
Wow,
7 years old, and I was wearing this like kind of like a t-shirt, like a school uniform. That's like a summer one, a t-shirt,
Okay.
like a polo shirt.
Okay.
And then he's like,
so you were asking for it. It's basically
yeah,
what
I
you're
was
saying.
being a little slut. Yeah. And then he's like, hey, my hands are cold. Do you want to feel how cold it is? And he just slipped his hand from here, from behind my neck, and then just place it there for about a minute
Okay.
in front of the whole
So he
class.
molested your back?
Yeah, I would just feel weird about it, but I didn't
Yeah.
register. I'm like, oh, that's it. His hand is pretty cold.
Yeah, okay.
And then-
that was it?
As the hand was, yeah, and he pulled it out.
But there are no other instances
There are like a few other one.
that you don't want to talk about?
No. Attempted, like some guy when I was 5 years old or maybe 4, I don't remember,
Yeah.
was playing sand in the community garden.
Okay.
Just my mom was at work. In China, you can just leave your kids
When I was a kid,
like-
that was the same.
like outside.
Yeah, we would just take our bikes and leave all day.
Yeah, and this guy showed up and he's like, "Did you want to see something great?" Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, yeah, sure. Is it the new Yu-Gi-Oh card? Like,
Nope.
it's a Pokemon card.
Uh-uh.
He's like, show me. And he looks like this. He's like, why don't you go to that abandoned building? And then I was shown. And
Okay.
I still don't understand. My whole point is like, I don't want to go there. Can you just show me here? Because I don't have patience. You work with me, so you know that. He's
Yeah.
like, no. If you want to see this great thing I have,
Yeah.
we have to go to that abandoned apartment building, which is right there. I show it to you there.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you show me? Just show me here, man. So no. So, no, I don't want to see it. And he's like, fine.
He just quit?
Yeah.
Jeez, what a bad predator.
Yeah.
I
And there's
gotta-
like a guy who stalks me for like the whole city. And then I was hiding.
Like, what?
Yeah, I met this guy at a bookstore, okay?
Okay.
I was maybe 12 years old, maybe
Okay.
11.
Okay.
And then this guy who's maybe like 20, 22, 23, definitely an adult, but young guy. He's like, hey, how do you pronounce like this Chinese character? I'm like, oh, it means baron, like baron, the
Okay.
title.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, dude, this guy really doesn't pay attention in school. I learned that like in sixth grade.
No, this was his opening line.
Yeah, this is his opener. And he's like, oh my God, you're so smart. I'm like, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he started following me. And I just walk out of the bookstore. I just look back. He's just follow me. I walk for like 40 minutes just across town. And he keep following me.
Whoa.
It was just started to get creepy.
Yeah.
And then I got to my grandma's place. Like near her place, there's like grandma's not home. There's like some like restaurant owner, like a small restaurant that I know. And I went up to the second floor.
Uh-huh.
And then he was just yelling outside the building. He's like, I just want to be friends with you.
Can you tell me what it says again?
I want to be friends with you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then there's
so
some
you
real
won't-
molestation moments, but those
okay.
are fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
Those are
about
not
to
funny.
say you weren't molested.
Yeah, those are just too serious, and these are the funny ones.
Fine, yeah,
But
okay.
it left absolutely no mark.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess
What if it's like deep down?
you think I'm broken deep down. What's your first impression of me?
First impression of you.
Yeah. And what is your final impression of me?
You have a. You're like the. How do I describe it? You have no filter.
No, I'm very restrained for
No, you're
this
not.
hour. No.
You think of something and you just say it. That's
Yeah.
That's the experience.
That's how
I've had.
human operates. A
No,
thought forms
no,
in
there's
their
decorum.
head,
It's called.
and then you express it in words.
Not unless.
So when's the last time you had a threesome? No.
Yeah, no,
just
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You did that to me like on one of the first times we all hung out socially.
That's not true. The first time we hung out socially is when you were at Eric Rocha's birthday party, and I barely talked to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I thought you were a weird person, and Mark said you're a weird person.
I don't do well in those settings.
Yeah, and Mark you think he's lame. Because he's pretty anxious when he's in social settings. So
Yeah,
he keeps
me too.
he keeps talking.
Yeah, he does.
Because he feel like it's his responsibility to
I do.
unite everyone together.
That's funny.
And then
I'm the opposite. I'm like, I need to run away from
I know,
this
but
now.
you look like that. So Mark feels like you're like, ugh, this fucking douchebag just couldn't shut the fuck up.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyways,
I
back
wasn't
to
thinking-
me.
yeah. Yeah. Well, fine. That was the first time I met you.
Yeah.
But when we all hung out after that show, you like just immediately started asking me sexual questions.
Yeah, but I think
in front
I
of
already
everyone.
know you.
Yeah, you know me.
But those people know you too.
Yeah.
And shouldn't we exchange sexual history just for future references?
What's funny is I don't care. I talk
Yeah.
about it, but it's funny. It's just that you're a weirdo. You're a weird person.
I think I'm maybe just a little bit.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, you're Chinese.
I know.
It's mostly what
I
it
can't
is.
help it.
I know.
You know.
I know. You should work on it though.
Can I work on it?
Yeah, it's just cure it. Cure your Chinese.
Maybe I can get like plastic surgery,
That would help.
and then I want to be a black woman.
Okay. We shouldn't go down this road any further.
No. If you have to be reborn, and you can pick any ethnicity. Yeah.
I'm going white every time.
Really? Yeah.
Why would I change?
In history. Doesn't matter, right? Even if it's a time travel deal.
Well, no, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
But what about your like this Idris Elba looking black guy
Yeah, but even then,
with a
it's
huge penis and gorgeous body
like,
and
yeah,
face
that'd be great, of course.
and a
but, like,
British accent?
I'm not choosing that. I'm just choosing a race, right?
Yeah, but you would rather choose this Twinkie, no
Winky?
hair, no hair, kind of awkward
Yeah.
looking
Yeah, because
white husk.
it's more. It's I am a white husk.
Yeah,
It is empty inside.
and one of the most gorgeous human beings that ever walked the earth,
Yeah, but
who happened to be black.
But it's like a 1 in a million chance you're gonna be Idris Elba, and
Right.
like I have a much higher chance of
What
just
about
being
an
a
Asian?
regular white guy.
What about Asian?
No,
Would you rather be a black guy or Asian guy?
black guy.
That's a fast answer.
Yeah,
Except for the penis size. What was your main concern for not choosing
Asian guys feel. I feel like Asian dudes have a pretty hard time
in America?
in America. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that why?
yeah. They like sexual, like
But
you know,
you think harder than
getting
black
women
people?
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but like so like
I'm-
generally speaking,
I'm
they're
purely-
doing better, right?
I'm purely talking about like getting girls. Asian guys struggle.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, there's some hot Asian dudes though, and some
There are
girls,
some hot Asian
some
dudes
girl-
though.
some girls are into that.
Yeah, they're one of the good ones.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
My ex-boyfriend was Asian,
Oh, you told me about Cambodia, right?
Indonesian.
Indonesian.
Yeah,
They're poor.
he wasn't. He was one of the rich ones.
Bragging.
Yeah,
How'd you meet this guy?
Grinder.
Can I see your grinder now?
I don't use it. There's not even a picture on
Can
it.
we read the last conversation you had on any dating apps or fuck apps? You can say no.
I'm so boring. It's more like you're not gonna get any content from
All
it.
right.
Let me see though. If you could even pull up like an old Grinder message.
What is your opening line usually?
Well, with Grinder, you don't have to have an opening line. You just send a picture of your dick.
What?
You didn't know that?
Wow.
It's two dudes communicating.
Right.
We don't have to. There's no need for an opening line.
I wish I can do that on like dating apps too.
You can.
So
You're
I
a
don't have to
girl.
introduce myself.
Girls can do that, and they would win
I
everything.
just send a picture of my vagina.
Oh, we would love that.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding me?
I don't have to show personality.
No, who gives a
No.
fuck about your personality?
Just vagina photos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some tits too would help.
Okay.
Yeah. And no words.
No words.
I would prefer that.
But then how do you communicate? Just an address?
Well, that's the beauty about Grindr is it tells you how far away a person is.
Oh.
And feet.
Okay, show me.
Let's see. Cut out dead space here.
It's funny, like Grindr's logo looks like some seedy.
See, Grindr got
Individual.
shitty. It's like
Ooh,
now
look at
it's just
this.
like ads and like
Look at this. It's
Yeah.
just two dudes
yeah.
making out.
Yeah, that's the for 50% off for the extra version.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
like oh.
See, I don't even talk to anybody. This guy wrote, "Hey."
Okay, I want to see this guy's profile.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's called now boarding.
Now boarding
Is
in
it
an
is
airplane.
it cock or
I
whatever?
don't know.
Is it playing
Yeah, click on it.
emoji?
It's just a picture of his chest and his legs.
Dude, this is a terrible profile,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's why I didn't
Like I don't know
respond.
how you operate, but like
Well, he's
white 6'2".
Well, he's vaccinated for monkeypox. For some reason, that's a point of pride in the gay community.
I'm like vaccinated against monkeypox.
Yeah, they were real worried about that for a minute. So yeah, nothing there.
Can I see it?
Hearthstone commercial. That's a weird ad for
Can I see it?
Grindr.
Hearthstone? Is that a gay thing?
No, it's a video game. Another random hi that I didn't answer. Oh, we were both like, okay, that's a little better.
A little better.
Could you show the camera?
Vibing. No, we can't really see it. Maybe you can see it. It's just like a slender dude.
Yeah, he's not bad.
But why don't they show face?
Well,
do anyone show face? Can I tap around? Am I allowed to tap around?
Yeah.
There's only 2 dialogue.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a
What
while.
about the rest?
I think it just like reset it or something. I don't know.
What is elbows?
I don't know. Find out.
Is it your penis?
Fuck around and find out.
Is it your penis?
I don't think so.
It's our busiest.
No, I don't have my.
It says it's our busiest time of day.
Yeah, boost me. Yeah. See, they got a lot of ads. I haven't used it in a long time, to be honest. I'm kind of skeeved out by Grindr.
Yeah. What is your profile? I want to see your profile.
These guys a long time ago.
What's a tab? It's like you like. It's just a silhouette. That's fine.
I love silhouettes. Now they deleted their profile.
Is it fun
Grindr kind of skeeves me out.
Is it fun to be gay?
I don't know. No, I don't know. It's the same. How do you quantify that versus what?
Versus being just straight.
But I don't know what that is.
I feel like some straight guys complain about, you have to like work really hard to get consensual sex.
So here's the problem. I still date women, so I still have that going on. You know what I mean? Guys are easier.
Yeah.
Oh man, are they easier? Like I said, it's like, what does your dick look like? All right.
So you're a top on both situations?
No, I'm first.
So you can be the patty between the sandwich?
Sure.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm usually a top.
You're usually a top.
I'm usually a top.
Like how do you like decide that? Do you like put
depends what I'm looking for.
It's a bucket. You draw like a note.
No, you know what the other person is, and you agree beforehand what you're gonna do. That's all.
Would you like to be with men or women? Like, do you prefer?
Yeah, that's a question. That's a good question. I think I gravitate to women or trans women more. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the woman part first, then we're gonna talk about the trans woman.
Okay, sure.
Later, because they're different.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you gravitate towards women?
Probably just from years of that, pursuing that. And I like women. Women are great, beautiful. I like vaginas. I like boobs.
But you also like when vagina and boobs also present itself with a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. When you mix them up, it's great. You got the best of both worlds.
Interesting.
A hot chick with a hot dick.
Because I was watching porn the other day with Mark.
Uh-huh.
I think I told you about this.
You guys just watch porn together?
Yeah.
So you just don't have sex?
We have sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I decline your invitation.
All I hear is you guys play Street Fighter till 2 a.m. and watch porn.
What a life.
Yeah, very sexual.
I like great life. That's all I do.
Yeah, you're happy.
Yeah. So we were watching porn, right? And then I was like, okay, you pick one. Mm-hmm. You pick one, I pick one.
Okay.
All right.
Do you worry about the judgment of the other person's pick?
No. We know exactly what the other person is into. He's into lesbian, and then with a storyline. Like
really?
He likes when there's like 2 girls. One girl's like not sure about it.
Oh, he likes that.
I don't know. Oh, this is so wrong.
Yeah, that's very basic.
Yeah, I know, but the other girl's like, oh, come on, let's just.
That's very vanilla.
And then he's fucking lame.
Yeah, that's super lame.
And then a redhead.
He likes redheads.
Well, redhead lesbian girl porn with like, you gotta beep all the porn words out of one girl's not sure, the other's more sure, right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like a Pure Taboo. You know that channel?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's my favorite channel.
So you're into the step family stuff?
Not really. They only have those, but they always have a sick storyline.
They do, yeah.
There's
role play. It's role play.
Yeah, their recent stuff is dog shit.
You like their old stuff. You like their classics.
You know, they stopped being like edgy since like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, that party porn is really
Okay, what in the taboo?
Pure taboo. My favorite one is this. It's called 7 Minutes of Hell.
Go on.
It was like a house. It was like a party, right? A bunch of like, and they were like young man and woman.
Okay.
And then, oh my God, let's play a game. You know, we pick a name from this bucket.
Okay.
You know, and if you draw this 2 names together, you have to fuck upstairs. And this
Okay.
girl was like, her name was picked.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, no, I can't do this.
Oh.
You know? And then they did it. And then they all went up. So, oh my God, someone is being such a slut. And they all take photos and like film this girl.
Oh, so it's like a shame kind of party.
Yeah, I think, oh, that's pretty good. Acting was pretty good. Lighting was pretty good. There's a storyline. That's what I like.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Anyways, we're taking turns, right? To pick what to watch.
Right.
And then
He's watching flowery lesbian stuff, and you're like, 7 minutes of hell.
car slut.
Great.
Or like creepy doctor.
Yeah, you're not weird at all.
Like creepy doctor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like pervy doctor. I can't cure your cramps.
Yeah, you're a normal girl.
Yeah, I know. Very vanilla, right? We're perfect for each other. So we were scrolling.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, what about this trendy porn? Sometimes we go to like porn star category, see who's in.
Sure.
You know, just to keep up.
Most popular videos.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
And then he clicked, and then 2 seconds he's closed it up. Trans.
Oh, he was like, no.
No, not even like panicked or disgusted, just like click and trans.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah,
That's why.
It was like 1-2 seconds. He saw like a penis.
He
with
watches it and he's like,
boobs
wait a
and everything.
second.
No, trans. Whoa, I didn't even see it.
Trans women are beautiful.
Yeah.
See, that is actually kind of what got me more like okay with coming out, I think.
What do you mean?
So like I buried it deep down from that kid when I was young,
Yeah.
right? And I just ignored that part of me for 30
Yeah.
years. And occasionally I'd be like, she-male porn. Okay, I'll click on that. I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I'll watch it, and afterwards I'll be like, I feel great shame.
Why you were like shamed?
Because I was taught to hate myself about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the sick fuck. You like to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a dirty secret.
Okay. You think it's a pervy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which actually I kind of miss.
Oh, right. No.
I gotta be
That's the
honest.
thing about pure taboo. If there's no taboo, it's like it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. Now it's like cool to be gay or bi and stuff. It's like, oh, fine.
Well,
yeah.
you have to move to Alabama.
I'm real proud.
You gotta move to Alabama. You gotta move to. You know what? You should go to like a ISIS occupied area.
Hey boys.
It's like so if you fuck guys, your head get chopped off.
I think
How taboo is that?
maybe this is bullshit, but I remember hearing that like in the Taliban they're allowed to do that. They have they have their girls at home and they're not allowed to leave the home.
Yeah.
But then they get like we get like the boys' night out.
I
And they
believe
go fuck
that
themselves.
because it's just like the Roman soldiers or the
Yeah.
Greek
I
soldiers.
feel like I heard that.
You know what? Speaking of that, I just find out this recently. Very interesting. China back in the days, a Ming Dynasty and Qing Dynasty, roughly
Racist names.
roughly from like the 15th century to the 18th century, right? We're
yeah.
talking about maybe 500 years ago to 300 years ago.
Okay.
It was very popular to have a boy toy.
Oh yeah, and samurais did that too.
Yeah, and also it's public knowledge. Nobody's trying to hide it. They'll be like introduced, oh, this is my boy toy.
This is my little boy.
I fuck his butt
Yeah.
when we have free time.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like
a status symbol.
and then it is a status symbol. Government officials do it.
Weird.
The more boy toys you have, the more power that you have.
Interesting.
And they're all very okay with it.
They call him the collector.
Yeah. And it's also pedophilia
Well, yeah.
because once you're like turn like 18, you're a piece of trash.
Yeah, you're done. We're done with you.
Yeah, they will bring them in when they're 11 or 12.
Whoa.
And then, just
when they're
like
fresh.
groom them when they're fresh and toss them away when they're like 18 to 21.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then they just refresh them. And then I remember this piece of history was true because there's some missionary. It's called missionary, like people who spread religion as a disease.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the sexual position.
No. It's called missionaries, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like missionaries from UK or whatever in China in those times. They're not that many, but there are a few, and they will write like diaries. And some of them saw this, like, I can't believe these fucking Chinese are not disgusted by, you know, because they're pretty anti-gay. Yeah, little boy fucking. Yeah. And they talk about it and brag about it. Like,
these boys need God.
Yeah. Like, it's my Gucci bag, you know.
Only our priests are allowed to do that.
You know who's fabulous? Trevor. I got him last week. So that used to be part of the history. And then the fucking system was overthrown.
And the liberals came in.
I know, the liberals, the communists, thanks
Obama.
The real Bernie bros
taking away our fuck boys.
Yeah, I know. Suddenly it's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be? I mean, not pedophilia, but like, do you think it's gonna be?
Well, there's a little
like a trend. Like right now, we're cool. We're like this cool area.
Yeah, where you think it's gonna be not cool again?
I'm wondering.
Well, I mean, there's certain sects of the Republican Party that want it to not be cool. That's certainly true. It's still a fight in weird areas for some reason, which is so dumb.
It's funny because sometimes I saw like Instagram and they have those like right-wing accounts. Yeah. And they always play the most like the music that's like very serious, like Schindler's List music. Yeah. And then you see this fucking guy with a big beard was like, "What is a woman?"
I know. It's like, why do you care?
It's like, that's my daily woman study of the, daily dose of woman study.
It's such a waste of energy.
It's like, what is a woman? It's your mother. A woman should have a vagina.
we did a dumb sketch of that. We did a dumb sketch of that.
I like
where it's me going, "What is a woman?"
What is a woman? Oh, I remember that one. I remember that one. Have we talked about shit for like, it's an hour 19 minutes now.
Okay, you wanna
do you have any questions for me, that things you want to ask but you think it's too rude to ask or too probing? I have no secrets.
No, I don't think so. We got really in there. I've learned a lot about you today.
Really? I thought I told you all about that.
No.
Okay.
Now I know what kind of porn you watch.
Is that supposed to be a secret? I think it's just like, I like vanilla ice cream.
That's Mark. Mark likes vanilla ice cream.
I like vanilla ice cream. I like vanilla ice cream.
You like vanilla ice cream smashed on the floor and told it's bad. That's what you like.
Ooh, what a slut.
Yeah, you like slutty ice cream. What else? No, I don't think so.
What do you want in life?
What do I want in life? Man, if I knew that answer.
No, you don't know that?
Well, we won't talk about comedy too much.
On a small scale or on a grand scale? Let's do two different answers.
Man, okay, so have you ever seen the movie Office Space?
Yes.
Okay, you know how in the beginning he's like, "What would you do with $1 million?" And he goes, "Absolutely nothing."
Just have a lot of money.
That's me.
Doing absolutely nothing.
If I just got super wealthy for whatever reason in a short span or whatever, like there's always like, I see all these like people that get rich and then they keep going.
Yeah.
If I got rich, I would disappear and just fuck off for the rest of my life very happily. I want to not be bothered.
So you want money?
I guess.
And
it'd be
isolation.
Nice to not have to worry about money. I'll tell you that much. Well, there's like that pursuit of, it's living in LA. It's like, I can never be satisfied. It's annoying.
I think that won't go away even if you have money, though, because there are always people who have more.
Want more, yeah.
Who have more than you.
Oh.
In terms of everything.
Yeah, totally true.
Whatever you want, there's always people with more of that thing.
That's very true.
Tangible or intangible.
Yeah, but if I had enough where I could like live in a nice place and bang hot chicks and like, play video games, be left alone, that's good for me. Whatever amount of money that is, I'll take that.
That's a very honest answer.
Yeah.
It's not like, save the world or cure cancer.
Nah.
Cure monkeypox at the very least.
No, I want to keep that around, actually.
Okay.
I like the name.
Yeah. Monkeypox. So that's on a small scale. On a grand scale, what do you really want in life?
That's the problem I've always had. I don't know. I've never known. I'm in a constant existential crisis.
Really?
Yeah, where I'm like,
have you thought about killing yourself?
no.
No.
But it's like, no, really.
Right. But do you think about, 'cause sometimes I think about it, like how sometimes I fall into this nihilistic mindset.
Oh, yeah. You're speaking my language already.
And I snap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's be like, what's the point?
There's no fucking point.
And you're like, what's the point? Because when you think about the universe and whatever, it's so short.
Yeah.
What the fuck you cares?
Oh
my God, my clip is not doing as well.
It's fucking painful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like, you have to survive while you're here.
I remember, like, I think I told you, I remember I was in the museums in Europe, like all these fucking famous painters throughout history.
Their legacies or whatever.
And then, except for the super, super flagship ones, like Van Gogh or whatever, people spend 5 seconds in this greatest piece of 15th century, this fucking school of whatever.
Yeah.
Not even taking a picture.
Entertainment. I know.
And then they have achieved whatever.
Nothing.
Like, and they're dead.
Yeah.
So who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and I already know I'm not going to do something like that. At best, I'll make a really funny TV show.
Yeah.
But
do you have some noble cause of like, I want to make people happy, or I want to help people out, I want to have a very positive influence on even just a few people's lives? Do you have that kind of notion?
I do. There was, before I like went into TV and comedy and all that stuff, my career, I was almost gonna choose a career in special education, believe it or not.
For retarded kids?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right, Zeo.
You sick fuck.
You guys throw them away in your chemical river, but here we take care of them.
I know, we dump it in a trash can. You just dig them up and try to educate those.
Here we can't do that. We gotta deal with it.
Oh God.
Yeah. No. I like mentored an autistic kid from like 18 to 24.
That's why you're friends with Rob.
He's not autistic.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's just annoying.
I think he has narcissistic personality disorder.
Yeah, that's different from autistic.
Sure.
And like that felt really good, like helping that kid like adjust to society, and like I was a big part of his life. That felt really good. But then, like, I was also a drug addict, and I don't like trying hard for things. So when I found out that I had to get a master's degree to be in special education and that it doesn't pay well, I abandoned it.
Why are they making it so hard to help these poor fucks?
There's no profit in that for, like, who's going to pay for it?
Because it's the same thing for social, like, NGOs.
Yeah.
Do you know, I don't know about America, at least in China, like the NGOs have a super high standard for who they allowed in to work for them. You have to have a PhD, or you have to come from like the best university in the country, and then they pay you dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of incentive is that to get people?
It's supposed to be you do it because their mindset is like you do it because you want to help people. Because that's the reward.
Because at some point before I became a journalist, I was trying to look for internships at NGOs, not because I have a justice. I'm interested.
Sure.
And then they're like, "Oh, we don't want you. Like, no. You're not from a top tier school."
And what's crazy, like, because of all the
they're super snobbish.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And schools are not really snobbish, but it's more like it's all government funded. And
no, I'm talking about those NGOs are super snobbish.
Yeah.
Who want to join them? Like, you have to be from the top tier university. Like, you have to from like Chinese Yale to work for us.
It's fucking like that
for
with
$500 a month.
Yeah, it's like that with everything. For like a. Now you're looking, like, I was looking at jobs, like, because I was like, I'm going to change careers with all these strikes. I'm not working.
Yeah.
And I was looking at different job things, and, like, all of them are, like, 10 years experience to be an apprentice. And it's like, the fuck? And, like, the LAUSD, like, they need teachers really bad.
Right.
And special education teachers especially so. But it's, like, $60,000 a year. And that's after you get a master's degree.
How much does your master's degree cost then?
Yeah, exactly.
Like $100,000.
Yeah, it's insane. It's really stupid.
Wow. So you want to be a nice person, but capitalism got the best of you.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
But then I like to think that I'm a funny guy, so I'll heal the world through laughter.
We want to end this with this one more question.
Okay.
One last question.
Yeah.
What is the most shameful thing you've ever done? and I would shame you, because it's kind of like the porn I like to watch. I would like shame you.
Shameful.
And then, oh my God, I really can't live with myself for what I've done.
Huh. You're going to have to cut out some dead space because I have to think about that. Actually, I got it.
Tell me.
Yeah, okay.
And I will shame you afterwards to end this episode.
Okay, I won't be able to. Okay, I have to speak generically because this will go out into the world.
Sure. You're assuming we have audience.
I know.
That's very flattering.
I know. So when I was a drug addict, I had a family member die.
Right.
And we all went to like support their spouse. And while I was there, I was in desperate need of drugs. And I knew that said spouse had like medical issues and had drugs in their house.
Mm-hmm.
So I made up an excuse to leave the funeral to go into their house because I knew no one would be there. And I stole their drugs and I did a bunch of drugs. And then I went back to the funeral.
Wow.
Pretty shameful. Yeah.
What a piece of shit you were.
Yeah. Pretty bad, right? I had to make a lot of amends, like, for myself for that one, yeah.
Like, the person who passed away.
I went to their, like...
Were you close to that family member, or you don't give a fuck?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat. Yeah,
it's
it was
like,
bad. It was
he
a bad
taught
thing.
you how to walk.
No, it wasn't that bad.
No, okay.
But it was bad. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt great shame about that.
Yeah, what a piece of shit you are.
Yeah, that's what drug addiction does to you.
You know what a bigger piece of shit that you are? Because this story is not that shameful at all.
You don't think so?
I'm looking for some, like, you molested children or something.
What the fuck?
Like,
First
I'm
of all,
disappointed.
Why would I admit that? That is so shameful what I told you. Jesus. Your 7 minutes of hell must be one fucking ridiculous porn video.
I think our morality
that is not
status
enough for
so
you.
That is so vanilla. That's like the equivalent
vanilla?
of lesbian porn of one girl is convincing the other girl.
Insane person.
You're forgiving yourself?
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to do that?
I had to get clean and like do the amends process in the 12-step program.
But have you truly forgive yourself? Or
Yeah. All those things, all those mistakes are like, I'm not a bad person. I was addicted to drugs and I did bad things because I was addicted to drugs.
excuse, but sure.
I think it's true. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I was ashamed about that action. So I, made the decision to never do something like that again. And I like went to this person's grave and apologized to the grave and like.
I was thinking like you pee at their grave. That would be pretty shameful.
Yeah, that's what I did. Never mind. That's definitely what I did. And then I pulled out their corpse and had sex with it. And I was like, I hate. What race should I hate? I hate that race, Chinese. Yeah. And then I said, fuck it all, man. I'm real ashamed about it.
We're only going to cut out this part. That's our show. Thank you for watching.
Thanks. Bye.
I think it's pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, we talked for a while.